back. We're back here today and we're going to be installing today's underglow here. As we can see here, we have our kit prepared, ready to go, and we have the car. Before we continue with this, I just want to show you guys again the layout of what we are going to be using and all the components that come with the kit. As you can see, we have the strips. We got 4, which is the same style that I have, which we've 1 in the front, 1 on the side, 1 in the back, times 2. So it's a total of 6 strips. So most likely this is the side because it's the bigger. Then we have the front, and then we have the rear. We have the fasteners and squares to glue things into the car. We have our nice controller with positive, negative, tapping into DRL and tapping into the signal lights, as well as our nice controller to control that controller with a built-in relay. We have our connection cables in between strips. We have our 2 caps for the end of the kit, and today we're going to be using some self-tapping components. Not self-tapping. We're going to be using some wire tapping cables, or however you call them, connectors, and we're going to be using my drill and a bumper clip remover. Now the drill is because my lip has screws, self-tapping screws, and I have to remove them. Other than that, the side skirts should be okay. Since there's no need for that, I'm just gonna have to lift the car and be able to replace that. In terms of the engine bay, our connector, this is our current underglow setup, and that's all going to be removed and replaced by the new controller. It's going to be plugged into the battery and run to the signal lights and DRLs on probably this light. So without any further ado, let's get going and working. It's gonna be a little time consuming. First, we're gonna be jacking up the car, and then we're going to be putting in jack stands and probably in ramps. So we have officially lifted the car. We are now going to start removing the first underglow that we had. Replace everything. All right, so we have removed the front lip, and I want you guys to see, since we're doing a comparison, this whole video is to compare one to another, right? So this is what the old strip looks like, and this is one of the points of why I think it's going to be better. As you can see, the density of LEDs is greater. Let's line them up. As you can see, we have, for every 4 of those, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the new one. So 4 on the old one, 6 on the new one, which the density of LEDs in the strip becomes more. Overall, 84 LEDs per meter, which makes it a lot more than the previous one. I think the previous one is 68, 62, something like that. I can't remember for sure. But so that density of LEDs is really gonna make a difference. So I can't wait to start installing it. So let's go. Because I have them with zip ties to make it convenient. So we're gonna remove the zip ties. Now this is independent for everybody. For instance, my setup is this way because I don't want to lose them, and I think it's easier, and I have a lip. But if you feel comfortable drilling to your bumper and making sure that you can do that, you're free to do anything you want on your car. Previously, I didn't have them zip tied, and it was a pain because they kept on like getting flimsy on certain parts, and you'll be able to see the LEDs. With this, I won't be able to have any issues with the LEDs showing anymore. All strips out. this is what I meant when I said that you are better off just adding some 3M tape, excuse me, some zip ties, because as you can see, the strips are they're not so good at curving, which is, I've done like 4 setups already and they're all the same. So this is not particular to any specific brand. They're all just like, as you can see, the old one did the same. So they curl when you try to turn them, which helps a lot when you have zip ties, because then otherwise they're gonna turn on you and then you're gonna end up having to redo certain things. You know what, let's just do one specific area. I guess this is not gonna take longer than it would normally do. All right, well, because we are only able to see one single color, we're gonna compare apples to apples. So we're gonna set our new controller to the same color and see the difference. Ironic, I don't have a battery. Well, there's that. And that is green to green. Let me turn up the lights. Alexa, turn garage lights off. We have the same amount of battery. Car is off, but my battery is dead. But as you can see, I'm injecting it with my power source, so it should automatically be the same. But as you can see, I don't know if you're able to see with the camera, but I am definitely seeing it myself with my eyes. I don't know if you're able to see the pigmentation of green, but definitely that side looks a lot brighter than this one. This side looks almost like lime green, and this side looks almost like bright, like, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it, like really bright green. So there's that already difference. I can't wait to start seeing the difference on all the car. I want to see how that looks on the whole car. So let's continue with installation. No, I lied. I gotta take it down. I haven't put the second strip. So let's do it. Okay, so for those of you that want to see how you fasten your strip to a lip, to an aftermarket lip, this is how you do it. So you connect the very top to a zip tie, not here, because this is the most fragile part. A little farther out, then you space out your strip with the fasteners and leave a little bit of room so that way it's not too tight, so it doesn't crush your actual LEDs or your strip itself. So it's okay if there's a little bit of a non-sticky part because you're holding it with zip ties, so there's that. These are cables. We have multiple lengths, so I'm guessing this is from the front to the middle, which would be right from here all the way around here. And then we have a second one for the other side. Then we have these two short ones that don't work. So these two short ones we're not gonna use. We're only gonna use these big ones. Now I gotta say, this is really top quality. If you guys can see the plugs, they're like really good material. And one thing to talk about also is that this uses, I believe, 12 gauge. Gotta check my notes. So it has 18 gauge. So this kit comes with 18 gauge wire. Like, that's impressive. This is no wonder why it's brighter, because the density of the LEDs and this type of cable, it just does it really well. All right, so we're almost there. We're going to now use some fasteners to hold the mud flaps, not mud flaps, the, I guess, mud guards, whatever they're called, in place. We finished the front and the side. Now we're gonna get to the back of it. Let's go. Oh my God. Dirty. Oh boy. Two things, light and cutter. Oh my God, so much crap in here. Jeez. The wind is blowing it all in my face. Jesus Christ. Oh God. Ugh. It's time to show you guys what I've done. Alright, so I followed the path from side to side. I came from the side of the car, which I fastened with some double-sided tape, and I will put some zip ties at the end. And I follow the line all the way to the other side, which will be the same way. I'm gonna put some zip ties here in this, or some of the hole that was previously there. But so that is what so far I've been doing. Now I've done this on all my 3 kits that I've had, and I have not had any issues. As you saw, there's some residue of the double-sided 3M tape, and it's worked perfectly fine. So let's continue. All right, the moment of truth. We can now connect the first half of the underglow and see how that looks. First, I gotta plug this one here. All right, moment of truth. Where's the controller? Right here. Ready, set, false alarm. It can't be turned on because I haven't done the lip. Let's put the lip in. So I have connected the lip, and right now it's going to be the moment of truth to do the first half of the car on. Ready? Turn it off with me. We have the full front end connected with a new strip, the side of the strips, sorry, the side of the car, and the back of the car, half of the back of the car. So let's say the famous words. Alexa, turn off garage lights. And there we have it. That is bright. That's only half of the bumper on the back, by the way. We have the front, full front. Now this might be a little different or a little brighter because it's higher than the regular, but when I'm done, I'm gonna lower the car. Alexa, turn on garage lights. And there we go. That is our oh, I can't forget to take my lamp off. I almost forgot about that. I don't want to lose this. All right, so I don't want to just repeat what I just did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and install the second half, and then we'll do some testing. All right, and we're back. So we have finally finished installing the full underglow. I put the lip back on, I routed the cables, I put every piece back on, and put the end caps on the underglow. So the only thing missing is putting the actual taps to the DRL and to the signal lights, which I still don't know where I'm tapping into, but that is independent. The whole goal of this is to have underglow working and to have the one step above or the next level of underglow. It's up to you if you want to do the whole tapping into lighting, like if you get signal lights up for you or doesn't. I'm still on the fence whether I want to do it or not. If it runs white when you have your lights on, I still got to decide that. But so without any further ado, let's look at the underglow completed. We're gonna use our nice little controller, and here we go. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna be doing the demonstration of the application, and this is the new application that we have. We can set speed and brightness to the way that the underglow works. So you can see here we have a mode 1, which is kind of like the color flow. But let me go ahead and turn off the lights, and we have here, let's do mode 2. That is kind of like a UFO light. Mode 3. This is easiness, so you can set it to be RGB, RGB, which I believe that is what is this supposed to be, which is UCS 1903. That's the type of LEDs I think we have. Let's do RGB US. That's not RBG. I think it was BRG. No, RGB. RGB UCS. And we're going to select colors. We can do green. We can do blue. We can do red. And we can select also some modes like mode 1, mode 2. You have multiple modes all the way to 26. You can also select the type of device that you have, red, blue, green, or the type of strips that they are. This is more for an advanced mode for people who build headlights, underglow, and most of the RGBW or RGB devices. You have your speed to see how fast it goes. And you also have your brightness to see how bright you want this to be. Let's try that with the different colors. So green, less bright, less bright, less bright, less bright, almost no bright. Let me turn off the light so you guys can see what I mean. As you can see here, now we have the more bright, brighter, 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 full blast, less, 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 the dimmest possible. Now let's try the speed again on mode 1. So that's the fastest. You can set it to be very slow, almost flawless. And you can also select colors based on your whatever preference you have. And I believe that's about it on the application. I think in the future you'll be able to group devices as well. All right, so let's go over the whole installation one more time so that way you guys know exactly what I did, right? So what I ended up doing was I connected my controller, which is right here, which I'm gonna fasten right now. I connected it to the battery and to the negative, and then this has connectors to the signal light, and DRL light, which I'm still on the fence to see if I want to install it or not. And then we have our main controller that will be installed somewhere. Now that controller has 2 outlets that goes into the bottom of the car, which are right over here. And as you can see, they're connected, and then goes to one side to the other side of the car, which by the way, I have to fasten it right now so I don't destroy it. And it goes around the car from here, over the fender, to the actual side of the strip, then goes back in through the fender, through the wheel well, into the bottom of the car, and connects to the bottom strips right there. So that being said, this is the same mimicked place on the other side, and that's how the underglow is connected. Now the underglow comes with a specific controller, so you don't have to drain your battery. As you can see, you can turn it on or off with the convenience of this. Now this off is a full off. It will not drain your battery. It will not continue to get power. It's not like other kits that says it's off, but in reality, you need to install a relay for you to do that. Now let me drill on that specific point. You do not need to buy anything else other than what you already have. Other kits require you buy a fuse, a connector to the battery. Some of them require you to buy a specific relay so you don't drain your battery. Some of them don't even have the fastener. Some of them don't even have the self-tapping screws. That being said, that's why this kit is very, when I saw it, I was shocked because it's very convenient just to plug and play, basically. So I decided to actually just do it with, go ahead and plug in the signal light and, sorry, the triggers, which are the signal lights and the actual DRLs. So I just wanted to show you how it comes with the controller. It comes with these two cables that are labeled. The turn signal comes with this label. The white one, I feel like I lost it, but it means DRLs. So it's as simple as just buying this Amazon tappers, I guess you can call them, and you put them in, you put the cable in, and then you're going to find your OEM signal light, and you're going to plug it into that one. Excuse me, I gotta get my, there we go. We're gonna clamp it into the cable, there we go, and then we're gonna find our OEM signal light, which is from my headlights that I previously modified, and we're gonna do exactly the same thing. And there it is, now it's tapped into. And what we're gonna check out now is if we press the signals. Let's see, if we lock it and unlock it, this should automatically turn the underglow yellow. Those are our trigger animations. So locked does full yellow, unlock full yellow as the headlights do. Now I will find the cable for the DRL because I think my headlights are different, and then I'll come back to this. All right, so I finally figured it out, and I was able to connect the DRL and the signal lights. So this is what it looks like when you lock and unlock the car for the first time. Locking, unlocking. Now double locking. So this is, oh wait, that's auto. So if you guys were able to see that, if you connect the DRLs, then you'll be able to load up the settings to have the animation with DRLs. And if you don't want it on, then you'll just turn it off and it's off. So just figure, if I have that functionality, just why not connect it? So I just wanted to connect it. Hope this helps. So this is what the new Underglow looks like. So let me show you guys. Absolutely in love with this new Underglow, and I'm super excited to take some rollers, so just stay tuned for the rollers. And if you guys like this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.